Hello, everybody, and welcome to this episode of Dental Disruptors podcast. I'm your host, Jake Larson, here with my co-host, Clint Berry, for another amazing episode. And it's been a minute, Clint, since we've done an episode just the two of us. We've had a lot of guests on recently, so this will be fun, kind of getting back to our roots, just the two of us chatting. We've had, in all of our conversations with guests, we have always asked them questions like, what do they see, where do they see the industry going? What do they see as the future of dentistry? And in a recent podcast with Matt McGrath, for those that have listened to that, he shared kind of a vision of what he thought the future of dentistry would be with, a car picking you up, taking you in, everything automated to the point of even the procedure being done by robots. And to some, it may seem like a very futuristic example or vision of what dentistry would be. And as Clint and I, we always try to keep up on industry news, and we think, oh man, it'd be fun to do some topics on just new things that have happened. And we came across something that is just incredible. Although it's not super recent, it did take place a year ago, this month of July. But it's really incredible, and thought it would be really fun to discuss what Matt outlined and what others have said about the future of dentistry may not be as far away as we might think. It's pretty amazing what's out there. So Clint, do you want to give everyone a quick introduction to the article and the news that we're going to talk about today?
Yeah, and so I don't know how I missed this a year ago, but I'm glad that Jake found this the other day. It's this company Perceptive.io, and they did a crown procedure where the robot did the bulk of the procedure on the person. So it was like, obviously this is still very early. It's not like it doesn't appear to be like fully rolled out to, it's not like widespread, but it's coming way quicker than we thought, which is super interesting. And so there's a couple things that I wanted to talk about around this. In fact, let me show the video real quick because it's just super
Yeah,
interesting.
let's do. Yeah, and this is not FDA approved or anything in the United States. This procedure
Yeah,
happened in Colombia. They did this. Oh yeah,
you can,
restart that.
here's,
Yeah.
so this is the video of it like shaping the tooth. And so the reason why they claim that doing a crown now is down to like 15 minutes. And so what's interesting is you do the intraoral scan of the teeth.
Yep.
And so it has a model of the teeth, and then what it does is it pre-computes how it's going to. This is my weak. I'm not good at the clinical side in dentistry, but you can see like it mills the tooth down to prep it for the crown to go on it, right? So it's grinding the tooth down to its spot for the crown to go over. But one of the reasons why it's so much faster is it pre-computes how it's going to grind it down, so it knows the exact shape it's going to be. And because it knows that beforehand, the crown is already ready for that shape right there. And so then they can do the final part of the procedure, which is just glue the crown on, and the crown's ready. They don't have to wait for it to get milled in the CEREC machine or send it off to a dental lab after this section. Because normally they'll grind it down, take a mold, send it off to the lab, or send it to the CEREC machine to build the crown on how they filed it down. But since it's very precise in how it mills it down and pre-computes it, the crown can be ready, which is really cool. So
Amazing.
that's really exciting. There's a couple comments that I want to make about it. And the first is, I think we're still probably a ways off from these becoming mainstream, but it is coming way quicker than I thought. And so I was talking about this with we're in software development, right? And so AI has completely impacted software development in a way that's like, and it's just crazy fast, and it's getting faster and more efficient all the time. And we definitely see this path to where like a lot of jobs could go away, or it just changed the industry, right? Maybe it's not a lot of jobs going away really fast, but it definitely becomes
Changing
like
the
we're like
jobs.
twice as fast or three times as fast, four times as fast on our output, which is really cool. And so we are talking about it today, and I was like, maybe hardware engineers are seeing some of these gains as well, where AI is helping them build more accurate models more quickly, right? So they can come up with new designs quicker. With 3D printing, they can build prototypes even faster. And then AI probably is better at creating models that will work like without as much iteration. And so maybe what we'll see is robotics actually super accelerate because of AI as well. And so maybe I've underestimated how quickly robotics will come. And I'm starting to see a lot of robotics companies pop up. There's even consumer electronic, like little mini dogs that I could share in the notes that you can program with, which is it's just nuts. And so that's kind of like the next huge phase after AI is going to continue to become awesome. But then when robots themselves are doing more and more things like dentistry, hopefully my laundry soon, that's one that I'd really like to check off the list. Then that's just going to change everything. So it's a super exciting time to be in dentistry and just super exciting time to be alive. So
Yeah. Just to add to what you were saying, Clint, about not necessarily replacing jobs, but increasing productivity. A crown typically would take at least, multiple visits. It's typically not done in a single visit, and
yeah, if you
each of
send it
those
off
would
to
be,
a lab, it's going to it'd be multiple visits. Yeah.
yeah, and each of those visits is going to be, an hour at least, 2 hours.
It looked like the total average crown time when I read the article was around 2 hours. We'll have to
Two
ask
hours.
our dental friends if they feel like that's accurate. Where it's like the grinding and prep and all that is the first one, and if they're doing it if they're sending it off to the lab, they put a temporary on,
Mm-hmm.
and then when they come back for their second appointment, it's only about a half hour to get it fitted and situated and grinded. So, um, they'll have to tweak it to make sure it fits. But
Yeah.
yeah, so I think they said that they estimated the average crown time was 2 hours,
Two
and
hours.
now they're saying they can do this in 15 minutes. So
Yeah. Yeah. It's fascinating.
pretty crazy.
Yeah. When Matt shared his vision, and I think, I don't know if it was you or someone else that we've talked to shared a similar vision of just like what appeared to be this super futuristic experience going into a dental practice. And at the time of hearing it, you kind of think like, oh man, that's like decades away, like so far away. But this really happened a year ago, and AI has advanced significantly since then. So
It'd
just
be Yeah, it'd
yeah,
be interesting to pull in someone. Maybe we could get a guest from Perceptive to
perceptive.
come
Yeah,
in and tell us when do they think they're going to be launching this a little bit more widespread.
yeah. If you go to their website, it does still say that it's in development. Their primary offering today, I think, is the intraoral camera and imaging
Hmm.
software. But obviously, that's a key component to the robotics is the imaging side. So crazy.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it looks like they're trying to do some cool stuff on the imaging too. Again, we're not like this isn't
we're not
they don't
clinicians.
sponsor this. Yeah, we're not
Yeah,
clinicians. This is not sponsored webcast. We're just like interested in the tech. Their intraoral scanner is doing more than just the 3D modeling. Like it's actually they're trying to use AI to like identify caries and cavity. This is as
yeah.
part of the imaging, which is interesting.
So
So they're
similar like Pearl and Overjet.
yeah, a little bit more like that, right? Yeah, but their scanner looks like it's got some different tech that's like trying to be smart while it's scanning.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't know. We
So
should have someone on from it. We should reach out to him to tell
yeah,
him about our.
Dr. Edward Zuckerberg is one of their investors or something like that. So maybe we can
Oh, sweet. Yeah,
get
he could.
Mark's dad.
What
Uh,
does he remember you? We should just see if
no,
he can connect us.
maybe I don't know. I think that we actually
He
did
might
have.
remember you.
Yeah, we'll see. That'd be cool.
Yeah.
Anyway, just a short episode today. We didn't. We just thought that this tech was fascinating when it comes to talking about disruptive technology. I mean, what could be a bigger step into the future than literally robots and AI doing the production? It's just
Yeah, yeah, get
fascinating to think
ready.
about.
This
So
this could
crazy.
this could be happening sooner than later, which is nuts.
I did
Yeah.
want to just take 1 second too before we finish this and just put a little plug in here for some events that Clint and I are going to be going to this event season. I know in the fall and winter it starts to pick up a little bit. The first is Dykema. This episode should air just before Dykema. And Clint and I will be there. For anyone out there that enjoys listening to this and will be there, we would love to connect with you. So hit us up, message us, put something in the comments, whatever it might be, so that we can connect with anyone there. And we'll be at the Dental Operations Symposium in Dallas. We had Dr. Charles Moser on our podcast a couple episodes ago, who invited us to participate there. We're excited about that one because of the operational components of that we are obviously very interested in. And then what's the one in Utah, Clint? It's just here in our own backyard in Salt Lake City. It is the DSO Leadership Summit in October.
Yeah.
We'll be at that one as well. But yeah, Dykema's coming up, which is a really big event. I know a lot of people will be at that. We would love to meet with people in person, just connect, hear what people think of what we're doing. Maybe find some people that want to be guests and come join us. Maybe Dr. Zuckerberg will be there. We'll run into him.
I'm bringing the camera. We're going to be asking people what they think is disrupting dentistry the most right now. So get your answers ready.
Yeah, it'll be awesome. So anyways, thanks everybody for joining us. Hopefully we can connect at some events in the upcoming event season. And appreciate everyone listening in tonight. So have a good one. Thanks so much.